let's get into our predictions. So shout out to everyone who joined us last Thursday for the live show of the Cowboys versus Eagles game, which turned out to be pretty exciting. I saw looking at the chat. But due to scheduling issues, we were not able to present our predictions for the NFL's individual awards and playoff contenders. So we would do that now before week 2 of the season. We will start with the AFC and NFC Division Winners, then cover the wild card teams, followed by Super Bowl picks, and end with the yearly awards. So let's get started. Started with the AFC.
They the New England Patriots of the 2000s, right?
Yeah. It ain't even nothing to talk about. And the other three teams in this division, like it's crazy.
Yeah, so it's just clear cut. That's it.
Yeah, people still trying to sell me on Justin Fields though.
Manny was.
Justin Fields gonna be nice. That defense, I'm shocked that defense gave up that
y'all say this every year. Justin Fields gonna be nice. He don't win games. He don't win football games, bro. That's the primary job of a quarterback is to win football games.
Let me ask you, Lou. Let me ask you a question. Can I ask you a question real quick? What quarterback was the last quarterback for the Jets to win football games? How long it's been?
What's your boy name? Sanchez?
Sanchez. So can you give the kid a chance? This is his first game, nigga.
No. We've seen this shit for the last 4 years, and y'all keep trying to tell me he's good. So yeah, Buffalo. Ooh, I'm surprised by this.
Moving on.
I was. This is a black program, so most of my picks. I'm trying to stay faithful. I was stuck between Jacksonville and Tennessee because I don't think the Texans got this shit locked up.
And then after seeing them Sunday,
it
kind of made a little more sense.
I realized how young Tennessee is and how much they ain't got shit on offense, and I realized that I just don't trust Trevor Lawrence because even though they beat the Panthers, if they played anybody else basically besides that high school team, I think it would have been a different game. But they have the talent.
Not for nothing, the coach might be in contention for this.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Not for nothing. You gotta say not for nothing.
Y'all laugh when I said that about Denver a couple years ago too, but I'm telling you, not for nothing, the coach could win this division.
They have talent. They have talent. And here's the thing: we know Danny Dimes, so I'm not putting no stock there. But obviously, he's better than Anthony Richardson. If he can play decent at best, they have a shot. They have because they have talent on that.
They was one game away from the playoffs last year.
Lou, how insane are you?
Game away. Anthony Richardson, Nick.
Shelton, is
from
this
the
not the same guy?
Last year.
This is the same guy less than 5 minutes ago told me, bro, this Justin Fields shit. What the fuck are y'all talking about? He can't. He talking about Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
Not for nothing, Daniel Jones. Let's move on. Get the fuck out of here. Let's move on.
Woo.
Damn, is this sweeps?
Yeah, it looks like it is. What is it?
This is the black program, and plus I'm trying to jinx the Ravens. So let's go.
Yeah, you
it's working. It's working so far, Lou. That was an epic collapse.
That's disgusting.
If I told you, Lou, bet your house right now, and when it was 40-25 that they win this game, and it's like 3 minutes left or whatever, you'd be like, "Oh yeah, I'm betting the house."
I'm telling you, I cut the game. I cut the game off. I was like, I'm good. I'm going to sleep, bro.
Somebody
I couldn't believe they won,
and they lost.
Yeah, if the Bengals, I consider the defense is a concern.
It's better this year, Ken.
Not after Sunday, Ken. You need to be looking at the other side of the ball.
It's better this year.
Sheldon, 112 yards passing.
Sheldon, I know you damn sure don't want to talk about offense, boy. At least
I absolutely do. 112 yards passing, Nick.
How many yards did Jamar have? More yards
than
both,
in the second half. 7 yards in the second half.
Hey, Luke, I get that, but Jamar,
Jalen Hurts had more passing yards than Joe Burrow had total yards.
That's fine. Jamar Chase,
bro, 7 yards in the second half is crazy. They need to fire Zach Taylor. That's a fireable offense, right?
Yeah,
Week
7 yards from a Bengals.
7 yards in the second half is with Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and your man Higgins on that 7 yards. That's crazy.
Let me tell you something. First of all, Jamar Chase had more receiving yards than AJ Brown and Devontae Smith combined. That's one. Second of all,
You ain't said nothing, Nick.
second of all,
112.
Second of all, the Cleveland Browns, if y'all don't watch Cincinnati Cleveland football, I know that for a fact. That's why I'm here to talk about it. I'm of the beat.
I watched the Cleveland beat the dog out them, just couldn't score.
Cleveland always plays the Bengals. The Bengals don't know what the fuck to do on offense ever since Joe Burrow got there when it comes to trying to put points on the board for the Cleveland Browns.
Nick, who's the best quarterback on the field on that field? Who's the best quarterback?
Joe Burrow was. But my thing is, if you judge the Bengals on a season, you see how dominant the offense is. If you're judging it based off of the divisional games they play, it's going to be up and down because you're going to have high-scoring games in Baltimore.
Joe Flacco dominating
in Pittsburgh, and then you have low-scoring games in Cleveland.
Nick, I don't even know why you're even entertaining this. There's nothing to be concerned about. It's fucking week 1. The Browns defense are elite. Now by week 3, week 2, week 4, let's talk about it. But come on, I think there's nothing.
Ken, I would feel the same way if they hadn't played all preseason.
Good, bro.
But they played.
Lou, get off this program, bro.
It's awful, but it is.
Lou,
they won the game.
Hey,
they won the game,
man.
But they won it all right.
Yeah,
we need to talk.
All right,
Lou, I'm surprised at you though. You're the main one to say you stand out on the hill with Patty.
He just said that. He just said that I bet on Patty.
So this year, I just let y'all know. We need to talk. That's why I took it this week. I'm out. I'm gone.
So how you say you bet on?
But Lou, I gotta see it to believe it.
I'm talking about real money. We bet real money. I ain't betting against Patrick Mahomes. But your word is your currency on this podcast. And what's this?
You know what I'm saying? Sound, don't he?
Yeah. So look.
Wait.
But Spike,
he's hedging because he's gonna come back and say, "I told you, Patty."
Of course. Look.
No.
Here's the thing, Spike. Hold on, Spike. I don't 100% disagree with this division being open. Right? I think the Chargers can win. I think the Chiefs can win. I think the Broncos can win. I think those 3 teams can win it. But until somebody dethrones Patrick Mahomes, I'm not going against them, even in the division. Like until team beats them, next year. If the Broncos win this year, the division, next year I won't pick the Chiefs. But until that happens, come on, man.
Why are you picking the Broncos? Why are you picking Bo Nix over Patrick Mahomes?
I think that the Chiefs are on a decline. I think it's simple as that. I think no matter what Patrick
and Bo Nix is on the incline.
No matter what Patrick Mahomes is able to pull off this year, even if he has a wonderful season like Joe Burrow did last year to make the playoffs, I still don't think that that's going to be enough. The Chiefs have been so detrimental in his prime to putting people beside him. I think it's finally going to play off this year. And I think the Broncos defense is really good, maybe the best in the league. And I think Bo Nix is good, which you don't. Or anybody, I don't think none of y'all do. I think Bo Nix is good.
He's fine.
And I think Sean Payton is a Hall of Fame coach.
I do too.
So I think I think with a defense like the Broncos have, what they may be able to do this year with somebody like Bo Nix and Sean Payton calling plays. I've heard Sean Payton in the offseason talking about how much he liked Bo Nix, how much he think he can take control of this offense. I think they're gonna make the move this year and start being able to compete with that division.
Okay.
And I think Kansas City
I'll say this.
If I had Kansas City stock, I'd sell it right now.
I'll say this. I'm not going against Patty in this division because he's won it so many more times. It's not even none of these quarterbacks would you say is better than Patty. So that's what I'm saying. They got the best coach and the best quarterback. That's
I agree with that.
But these other teams are better though.
But the other coaches are Hall of Fame coaches.
I'm just saying they have the best quarterback and the best coach combo. Exactly.
I just said it.
Well,
the headphones not working.
You said the other teams are better,
but I'm not
going
against Patrick until they beat him.
Exactly, that's what he was saying. My thing is with the Bo Nix shit. If you watch, first of all, I'm not going to count this defense good until I see them go against a respectable offense. Sheldon, I'm sorry, facing a rookie week 1, that don't tell me shit.
Nothing, because Kevin really could have caught a couple of passes.
Last year, the defense was good. They got the best cornerback in the league. They got one of the best.
They should have lost that game.
This is a great defense.
The Broncos shouldn't even be in the playoffs because if the Chiefs played their starters, the Bengals in that motherfucker, we probably bringing home the Simmons right there.
Simmons with the bonehead player of the week, hitting that guy late on third down. That was fourth down, and he hit the guy, took the ball out of their hands. They still could have won that game. So
this pick is more crazy than
we in the NFC. And I'm saying we in the NFC, and I'm saying this, bro. I'm the only brother on the program. It seemed like it can because it's Chocolate City, and I said the chocolate brother on the program. Listen, like I said. I'm going with the best quarterback, best head coach combo. I trust Dan Quinn and Daniels. Nick Sirianni. Hey, Shelton, I'm pushing all my chips in. You a gambler, man. Hey, I see the parlay. I got to put $1 in. I win $1 million.
You watching Thursday? You got to watch him Thursday now.
Thursday,
first test.
Thursday, I'm not going against my Super Bowl pick.
This is crazier than my Denver.
If we're going,
this is crazy.
This is way crazier than
this is crazy. This is way crazier than my Denver.
He's looking for a wide receiver and a running back. Terry ain't caught nothing. Ain't gonna do nothing.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. It's week 1.
Bro,
second of all,
I said ain't gonna do.
Nick, you can't use that excuse in being week 1 because you can't shoot bail to the people you want to and then hold people accountable for the ones that you don't like.
What are you talking about? Who
Ben Johnson, Caleb Williams, everybody you don't like. You want to hold their feet to the fire. The people you say, oh, it's only week 1 now. Fuck out of here, Nick.
FIFO, you
keep it a being like you say.
FIFO,
right now.
FIFO, my criticism of Ben Johnson, I didn't mention anything about the loss. I talked about why does his defense look that bad to give up. Ken brought up 2 main points. Defense,
Johnson, the offensive guy. Like you said earlier about another coach, he's an offensive guy. Like you were talking about with the other coach.
But that defense looked amazing.
You said about McDermott.
Like I said,
you said about McDermott. Oh, he's a defensive guy. He should be able to stop that. Same thing applies when you're talking about Ben Johnson. He's an offensive guy. I got a defensive coordinator for the stuff that you addressing him for, Nick. I did everything I was supposed to as an offensive head coach.
So let me ask you a question, Lou. What do we do? What do we do with Harbaugh? Huh? With John Harbaugh, what is he? He's a special team coach. So what side of the ball do we blame? Okay, so if when he didn't make that offensive call, it's because he's the head coach. I don't give a fuck what you did before that. If you're the head coach, you're the goddamn head coach, nigga. That's both sides of the ball.
Going back to the NFC East, I don't think that Washington will be good this year. I think they may finish 3rd in this division. I think Jaden Daniels going to have a sophomore slump. They won so many games last year by 1 possession or less. It's going to be like the cows is coming to roost this year. I promise you that. If they are 6 or 5 win team this year,
that the Cowboys or the Giants are going to be better than the Commanders?
The Cowboys are going to be better than
the Cowboys.
Hey, no, FIFO. The wildest thing he said was the cows is coming to roost.
They're coming to roost. Roosters coming to roost. Whoever.
Hey, is that it, Nick? Nick, that ain't it, is
it? How many cows you know roosted?
You gotta write that down.
They coming to roost. That's another shirt right there. It's like in the deuces. Cows coming to roost, baby. I got the Cowboy second.
Country Lou, boy. That's what they call you.
All right, man. Damn, what's going on, man? Like we all gonna be wrong.
We gonna be right.
Ain't none of this.
We gonna be right. Green Bay winning.
Nobody believe in the Lions.
J-Lo.
Nah.
Yeah, I thought somebody would believe in the Lions at least.
Why?
No.
For the Cowboy fans, why are y'all out on the line?
They lost too much.
I think we have all been fairly consistent in saying that with him losing the coordinators, we want to see how things look without Ben Johnson and the other guy that was there. That's been very consistent.
Aaron Glenn.
And right now, we might be right about that.
Yeah. Look, we saw it in preseason. Look, at the end of the day, as much as Nick hates Ben Johnson, let's be honest, over the last 2 to 3 seasons, he's been the best, one of the best. I'm not going to say the best because Andy Reid, Sean McVay still in the league, but he's been one of the best offensive minds in football. And we saw that he took somebody like Jared Goff and made him back to, you know what I'm saying, a Pro Bowl worthy quarterback. We saw it the first time with Sean McVay. Then Sean McVay was out. Ben Johnson came in, and you know they made that work. But when you look at the Lions, and here's the thing, I also agree with Colin Cowherd with this point. When you lose somebody like Ben Johnson and Aaron Glenn, you don't promote from within. You got to go try to find the best version that you can to replace that. The guy that's inside the house is not that guy. You got to go out there and scour and find somebody that's going to be able to be creative. When you look at this Lions offense, bro, it's a shell of itself.
And I like the upgrade the Packers got and it's recent with Michael Parsons. I think that's going to help them out a lot. So
if I'm giving this credit because I'm gonna walk this back. I talk shit about JJ McCartney, but with Kevin O'Connell, bro, if he finds the kinks of this kid and be able to build him up, but as the season goes on, Vikings could be fighting with Green Bay for this division. Like,
yeah, McCarthy is good. I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. I think that the Lions just look so discombobulated. It would be hard to pick them. I have no belief in the Bears. But I do believe the Vikings going to be a competent team in battling for either the division win or that wild card. I picked the Green Bay Packers because of Michael. He played less than half the snaps, still had an impact on the game. Stand by him being the best defensive player in the league. So watch out.
I picked the Packers because of J-Lo, bro. It's all based off of J-Lo. He almost fucked up in that Detroit game too because he almost threw a pick.
That's what he does, Nick.
I don't know why. I was wondering. I was like, bro, what are you doing? You up? So it was like 21-6, and I'm like, nigga, what are you making that throw for?
It's the same thing.
J-Lo, he played like it.
It's the same thing. Ken used to call him up for back in the days, throwing off his back foot. He does that a lot, and just throw it in the space. So it's like that move ball.
But when he on fire, bro, he looked top 5 quarterback.
Yeah, when he owned it.
He looked like he one of the best quarterbacks in the league when he on fire.
Yeah, it's just those 2 or 3 throws a game.
Exactly.
What was you thinking? Why would you do that?
Yeah, he has 2 or 3 of those a game, and one ends up being picked off. But
and that's gonna be the game. When we talk about the playoffs, that's gonna be the game. That's when you got to
playoffs like he did last year. Like it was the game, exactly.
But with Detroit, man, changing coordinators, man, people think like this. Some people take that for granted. That's huge, especially when you got a two-handed monster in the backfield. Like they got to figure out that dynamic of that team because that team is not a normal team. You got 2 running backs that do 2 different things. You got to figure out ways to get them the ball to where they can be effective and do what each one of them does. You got to keep the timing right. It's a lot of different things. Then you got the receiver out there. You got your tight end, Laporta. You got to figure out ways to keep these people happy. You got to figure out ways to keep golf in rhythm. All that stuff matters, man. And changing coordinators on a team like that, especially, even more so than others, means more. That's why I felt like they were going to take a little step back.
This was the hardest division
before we get to the NFC South. That was the craziest stat that I seen. That golf was 0-17.
19 and 1.
0-19-1 when McVay or Ben Johnson is not his offensive coordinator. That's crazy.
Yes,
that's insane.
That's what I call a system quarterback. When you look at that's exactly what that is.
That's why I say Caleb is a rich man version of that. So hopefully, I know he can be that in Ben Johnson. But Ben Johnson got to clean up that. He got to clean up because most of the issue I got with Ben Johnson for game 1 is just the penalties on offense. That means your team ain't buttoned up. All that shit you talking about.
Riding with the home team.
That's a quarterback thing.
Yeah, this one is 50-50. And I get why y'all would say Falcons. The only reason I'm sticking with the Bucs is we've seen the Bucs do it under pressure. I think the Falcons are gonna have a big year though. I really, really believe in Michael Penix and what he does. I think.
Did you see the end of that game?
That game wasn't on Michael Penix, Lou. It was on.
It wasn't on him.
It was on Bijan and it was on Koo.
That's fine. This is a culture thing. The Falcons always are going to do this, bro. They never not going to let you down. It's part of their deal. This is like y'all mess with me about the Cowboys. The Falcons are worse. They never not going to let you down.
No, Lou.
He cold.
Misery loves company. Dog.
He gonna learn from this game. I believe. I think that Michael Penix is gonna step up.
No. It's worse being a Falcons fan than a Cowboy fan. I would tell y'all that it gotta be. No. It ain't gonna happen, bro.
Hold on.
They can go 14-2 and probably still lose the division in Falcons type of way, some kind of way.
Bro, to me, Michael Penix had the game. That wide receiver, that light-skinned motherfucker, bro. Like, how do you not catch that? That's damn near not. It wasn't London. I think it was some other motherfucker. Like, how do you not catch that? Like, Michael Penix did everything he could. Where the hell was Bijan Ken? You was
No, I
over here
think
trying to
Michael
talk.
Penix-
Oh, when he got hit, you talking about when he got hit?
You was talking cash shit about Bijan. Bijan had
good game.
8. He had 8 downs, Lou, to get a touchdown. He couldn't get in the fucking end zone at the
What
30-yard line.
London got hurt
They
though?
was in
Didn't
the
he?
red zone for an hour, bro. They was in the red zone for an hour. That shit was crazy. Like, what?
Hey,
This shit was insane,
They was like
bro.
me, Lou, watching the red zone.
hey, young
Right.
hoes always
That
mess
was like
something up though.
listening
Y'all
to
know how
home.
that go.
Damn, young ho.
But
Young hoes always
I
mess
do
up.
think. I'm telling you, I think Michael Penix is good. I do agree with y'all, and I do think that he's going to ball out. I think they said that of his starts, all of them have been like a 1-score game. So I do think he's going to ball out, but I still think it's the Falcons though. They can't
Lou,
do
he
it.
got,
Like it's
Lou,
the
he
like,
got confidence though.
they
bro.
lost 28-3, bro. Like anything when everybody ever questions you
Hey,
about the
man.
Falcons, say 28-3. But the Bucks, I think Baker Mayfield may be a sleeper for MVP, and I think the Bucks gonna ball out this season. The receiving core is crazy. That rookie is insane. The Bucks may be something to mess with this year.
Hey, for all you Cowboys fans, all you got to say is 30 years.
We still.
I
got
didn't
5
realize
Super
Michael
Bowls.
Penix had.
It's insane for y'all to believe in San Francisco after all this.
I bounced back year, Nick, but then Purdy got hurt,
Mhm.
and then CMC got hurt. So I don't know.
No, I don't know,
And George
bro.
Kittle.
And George Kittle, it's gonna be it's ugly.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
To me,
I gotta change my pick for that. I'm
to
sorry.
me, Shelton, how I judge these when we do these picks is like when it's the start of the season. I'm assuming everybody's healthy. So when healthy, who do you think is gonna win this shit?
Then San
San
Francisco.
and I-
Francisco, Nick.
And I can't
Healthy,
believe
I
'cause
think
don't
it's San
trust- I don't-
Francisco.
I don't trust the quarterback, and I trust Sean McVay more than I trust Kyle Shanahan. Y'all already know that. I ain't got to go down the history. So why the fuck would I pick the San Francisco 49ers?
I just don't trust Stafford's back. And I know, and like I said at the time, even though I knew he was playing, his risk of getting injured, it's a doctor that puts out reports. I can't remember his name. I'm gonna tell you next week. But he does injury risk. He does all that stuff on these players. His is super high, like re-injuring his back. He's not gonna play all 17 games, and I'm not sure what's behind him.
Can I answer that question?
That was the
real quick?
reason that I picked.
Hold on, real quick. Let me answer that. Show. You mean to tell me that you trust the doctors in San Francisco more than the doctors in San Francisco get hurt? How many times they get hurt?
I don't.
I'm cool on that.
I don't.
That was the reason that I picked him. To Shelton's point, I didn't think that Matt Stafford would play all season. I didn't even know he was going to play the first game. Like I thought he would be out. So I don't know about Matt Stafford. If I thought that he was healthy, then I would take them to win the division because I think their defense, running game, and receivers are in like great. But I don't know if Matt Stafford going to be there, and I don't trust Jimmy Garoppolo. I ain't trusting him to win the division.
Not at all.
Hey,
Not
FIFO.
at all. I trust San Francisco without their players more than I trust the Rams without him.
Yes.
FIFO, to me, I hope you're only thinking about Seattle because if Jalen Milroe starts, then yes, I think they are a dangerous team. But if you're telling me you're going with Sam Darnold, then I would say
mute him and let's move on.
So
Jalen.
So hey, did you see him in preseason? And you know he got the talent. So look, this is the reason why I picked Seattle. Number one, San Fran, before even the reports came, I already had these picks in, but they've been often injured and they are thin because they are top heavy because they're in a retool, but they're still trying to compete. And you're paying a lot of guys. Like they just paid Jawan Jennings. You know what I'm saying? Like in a year, they're going to have to pay Ricky Pearsall. Like, so you're already paying CMC. Like you're paying so many guys. They just paid Brock Purdy. So my thing is that they're thin. And we already know that they have an injury history. So I don't believe that they're going to be able to be full strength or where they need to be at the end of the season. So that's number one. Number two, with the LA Rams, I do like their defense. Obviously, I love Sean McVay. But to me, they are offensively dependent on Matthew Stafford. And when you have a back, I have a bad back due to a car accident, multiple car accidents within a couple of days. He's playing football. So he's in a car accident every day. You know what I'm saying? So, and he's older. It's not like he's young. It's not like he's 23, 24, 25. We're talking mid-30s now. So I don't believe Matthew Stafford is going to be healthy for the remainder of the season. Now, when I look at Seattle has two running backs I really like. You know, obviously they got to get off the ground. They struggle week one. But the defense I really like. Sam Darnold showed to be a competent quarterback. I'm not hitching my wagon to him and be like, oh, he's the greatest thing. But I think he's going to be the healthiest one out the bunch in the NFC West. Even Kyler Murray is dealing with injuries. So for me, when I look at Seattle, it's not. And I think Portugal said, "Oh, they can't make a Super Bowl run." I agree with you. If they make the playoffs, they won and done. The Eagles will beat them. The wild card, like I'm not believing in Seattle to go win it all. I just think that they're going to be the healthiest team when it comes down to it. And I think that the defense, we know what it does. It definitely can win you some games. So that's what I'm hitching my wagon to.
What we got left?
That's the
That
last
San
one.
Francisco offensive shot.
Okay. All right.
I'm going off the ledge right now. I got the Titans, bro. Lou, you're a goofball for picking the Patriots. I think, bro. I'm fucking with Cam,
Nick,
bro. FIFA.
I understand, but Nick, hold
FIFA,
on.
you know what they call me? I just want you to.
conversation.
Do you know what they call me?
Nick.
I just want you to answer the question.
Nick, let's have a conversation because Cam Ward, I don't disagree with you. Let's have a conversation real quick. I don't disagree with you. I think Cam Ward is number one. I like the fact that he is definitely under the radar. That's number one. Number two, I think he has immense talent. I think he displayed it, right? He looks like a rookie. Every rookie is going to have ups and downs, but the ups are like, oh, well, shit, this motherfucker can throw any type of ball that you need him to throw, right? I like him. But let's be honest with the roster, Nick. Like, that roster is not better than Jacksonville. That roster is not better. That roster is arguably the worst one. And as good as Cam Ward is, he can't overcome that.
Can I say two things? For one, look at their division. That's all I gotta say. So he has a chance. And two, what has Jacksonville done with that roster?
I understand, but
That's what I'm saying. Again, I get what you're saying by name. There's so many first-round picks on that Jacksonville offense and defense. It's insane that they have lost as many games as they have over the last few seasons. With that being said, they have lost many games over the last few seasons. So they give no reason to believe that they're really that serious until they do something. With Tennessee,
Nick.
I think I trust the kid. He got good head on his shoulder. And I think they got enough
time to
Man, you don't nobody else on the Titans team, man. Get out of here. I'm tired of you gassing up the Titans, bro, because you think that they sorry. The Titans
I got 9 wins. I got 9 wins. I got 9 wins.
You wildin'.
You try to call out my Patriots pick. That Titans pick is the craziest pick up there.
What games they winning? What games they winning, Lou? What games they win? What games the Pats winning? If they can't beat the Raiders, what games they win?
Gonna be, bro? Who are the Titans going to be?
You just told me that they went.
Calvin really can't catch the ball. They don't got no offensive line. They defensive terrible. Like who are the Titans going to beat, bro?
The defense is not terrible.
The division or getting the wild card. You think the Titans better bottle? The Titans be better than, or the Patriots be better than the Titans?
We can bet a bottle. I bet the Titans better than the Patriots. Bet a bottle.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Up to $60. Up to $60 too.
And real quick, I want to hear from two people. Shelton, why do you have the Raiders? And Spike, why in the hell do you have the Patriots? Shelton, you go first.
I trust what Pete Carroll is doing there, and I like Geno. I think Geno is going to step up and lead this team. That defense is tough. You got Max Crosby. Max Crosby is a monster.
Shit. Don't do that. That
defense is nice, man. They stepped up big when it mattered.
Bro, they played against.
They got pressure. I mean, they played the Patriots.
Who they throw it to a nigga whose name is literally He Booty. Fuck out of here, bro.
Don't do that. Y'all. Like, what did you just say about the Bengals and why they played so bad? Division game, right? Booty. On the road.
No, that's not a division game. Second of all, bro, it's Drake. What weapons are they? What weapons do he got?
Conference
That's
game. I'm sorry.
saying. Like it's Drake May. Drake May has no weapons. So what does the Raiders defense got to do with?
What weapons did the Browns have?
What do you mean?
Y'all struggle against the Browns.
The Browns didn't score that many points either.
Neither did the Patriots. So that's my point. I think that I trust Geno. I think Geno can get the ball in the end zone. He proved he can. He threw for almost 300 yards.
That's not a team that you respect. That's not a team that you respect, clearly, because you ain't.
I do. I think they're gonna be all right this year. I think they're gonna surprise some people. I really, really do.
Okay.
I think it depends on how good Genty is. For the Patriots, for me, I think that Drake May is good. I'll start there. And I also think that Vrabel is good, regardless of what Nick says. I also think that that's a very weak division. So I think that they should be able to win games against Miami and against whoever the other team is, the division that I can't remember right now. So I feel like that Drake May will put a season together as to where he can get to a wild card. 9 games, 10 games, maybe. I think he could do that.
All right.
My thing is, when was the last time Mike Vrabel was good, Ken? You tell me.
He was good until the season.
The last time he was with, yeah.
What year was that?
I got a question.
That was his last coaching job.
Yeah,
exactly. And nobody hired him since. Until now.
Hey, I got one.
What's the question before we go to the NFC?
Cowboys want to hear.
I got one question for Shelton. Everybody has the Bengals except for you.
yes.
Why?
I just don't believe in that team. It's really the defense that got it for me. I don't think the
That's
defense. I don't think the defense can do it again. I thought that they'd be the exact same thing that they were, but looking at this game, like I said, it might be the offense that struggles too. I just think that this team is going to struggle more than people
You
think.
trust the Raiders' offense and defense more than the Bengals' offense and defense?
Yes,
That's what you're saying?
this year, yes.
I want to screenshot how goofy you look. I will get a T-shirt made just how you got me. A T-shirt made. You said yes.
Yes,
Can I ask
yes.
you about the Steelers?
I'm standing on that. Which one?
Is that King? Who? Can I ask you about the Steelers pick? Y'all think Aaron Rodgers is going to hold up?
No.
I don't know if Aaron Rodgers is going to do it, Lou, but I learned not to bet against Mike Tomlin. I did. That's what I'm saying is I ain't pick Aaron Rodgers. I picked the Steelers. Mike Tomlin is who I believe in.
Okay.
Yeah.
He keeps doing it. So he did it with less.
Yeah, and I think Aaron Rodgers is way more capable than Russell Wilson. And with this team, I think their minds together should hopefully pull out some more wins and maybe, well, never mind, get to the playoffs. NFC.
That's it.
Hey, Lou, if they start Jackson Dart by week 3, I'm with you. I wanted to take the Lions out and actually put the Giants in. But the way they're going right now, this team, I don't know. But Jackson
all the way out.
or Jameis, if they even throw Jameis in there, I think.
Hey, you got the Giants in there, Lou?
I couldn't do it, man. Russell Wilson, bro.
No way.
Russell Wilson is just so ass.
Ain't no way.
I thought that Wilson would be better. And their defensive line, man, like it reminds me of when they won their Super Bowls. Like the people, like that defensive line that they have right now, it shouldn't be able to be stopped.
If
I don't know what Brian Daboll.
It's not
malpractice what Brian Daboll is doing up there. I don't know what he got going on.
It's not going to look good, Sean, before it's not going to look good until they get someone who can put points on the board. Right. Then you can let the defensive line just wreak havoc.
They can rush the
pass. But if you're trying to do like a close game, run game, or of a team blowing you out, that defensive line ain't going to look like shit.
Yeah, they have no offensive line, no running game. They did nothing against the Commanders, and they had every chance to win that game. They were in it. All they had to do was put some points on the board. They had no clue as to what was going on. So I blame leadership. I blame the coach. Up above.
Neighbors may ask for a trade.
Yeah, he tripping. He was going off.
Daboll is the right coach. I think if the Giants had another coach in that wasn't so offensive oriented versus defenses, like with that defensive line and the players that he has, they could sneak in and be a wild card. Like they need somebody to defensive focus. Who?
They should hire Brian Flores if they fire.
That'd be good.
That would be a good hire for.
That'd be a really good hire. Him with that defense.
Him and that defense, bro, be nuts.
Yeah, that's a match made in heaven right there.
Or Tomlin finally gets fired and he takes over the Giants.
Wow, stay away from him, boy. You got Bomari Jones said, Luke. Bomari Jones said, man, you got to have a black man in office for you to win games now. He said, that ain't never happening again, my boy.
He wrong for that, man.
It's 3 people that picked the Cardinals. What made y'all do that? Me,
Matt Stafford,
alcohol.
That's
amazing. Go ahead, Ken.
Well, I just don't know if Stafford's going to hold up, the whole season. I think that leaves a spot open, and I think the Cardinals could take advantage of it. They have a tendency to start fast and end terribly, but maybe this will be a year that they could turn that around. But we'll see.
you took the words out of my mouth, Ken, with that one, because they start fast. They start really quickly every single year. I think this year their fast start will be enough to get them in the playoffs at least. I don't think they're going to do nothing, but I think it's enough with the parity in that division, with the way they're going to beat each other up, because I think those teams are all pretty evenly matched for different reasons. Not because they're all great. It's just they all have – there's no telling week to week who's going to win a game there. Yeah, they're even. So in saying that, I feel like this is the year when they put it together enough in the beginning. We saw him do it a couple years ago. We saw Kyler Murray go on that run, and we thought he was one of the best. You know, well, he was showing like he was one of the best.
Yeah, we ain't think shit like that.
And it fell off quick. Yeah, we did. You know what I'm saying, Nick? It just started looking like it at one point, but it fell off quick. And I feel like that run is enough to get them in the playoffs.
All right, moving on, because
was that the only? Ain't no other crazy picks was up there for that one. Okay.
And there we go. Oh, okay. Lou, you with me, huh?
Dang.
Yep.
Why you say Cardinals, Ken?
That's my backup pick.
Yeah, bro, Bengals Packers.
Yo, why did
it's gonna feed families for generations.
Nick,
shut up.
Come on,
I'm trying to tell you.
Ravens, Packers. Michael Parsons and what he gonna do for that Green Bay defense. Lamar Jackson and what he's going like on the stage throughout the season. We've seen it, even though he got a terrible coach. And again, to FIFO's point, this is a Super Bowl win or die year for John Harbaugh. I think that this is Super Bowl.
Can I ask you a question, Lou? Just off of star power. I'm not even talking about football, just off of star power. What duo has more star power? Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry, or Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase?
Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
You said Lamar Jackson.
Are you asking me about effectiveness or?
I'm just saying star power. And the reason why it matters, Ken, is like Super Bowl is also
care about?
It's a reality show as well. We want to bring the stars.
People don't give a fuck about Jamar Chase,
bro. We don't want to see a shit.
And the fanatics, whatever that shit is.
This nigga signed with fanatics, bro. He ain't signed to Nike, New Balance, Adidas, Reebok. It ain't none of that. Nigga signed to fanatics. You telling me a nigga signed to fanatics is more popular than Derrick Henry or Lamar Jackson?
If you're asking me if the Triple Crown winner is brings lights, and star power to the game, yes.
See, now you took it to stats. I'm talking about popularity. You telling me that a nigga that signed to fanatics is more popular than King Henry or Lamar Jackson? In no universe is that true.
I think as a
not
duo,
one of the multi-universes.
I think as a duo,
none of the Marvel universes is that true.
Here are the
Jamar
winners
Chase
that we all picked.
Popular than King Henry.
And of course, Shelton and Lou had the Eagles, and I don't know why Shelton.
No, it's the King.
No.
I would never pick the Eagles to win the Super Bowl. Ever.
I meant Q.
Yeah, Q.
Had a repeat of last year.
Yeah. So I messed up and I erased it when I was redoing my shit in the note. So that's my fault. But I had it in there, but I erased it, moving
what is
around.
That's what I used to tell my teacher before. I used to say that.
You see everything
to my teacher all the time. I erased it.
Who did he have?
Everything else was there. But I had Green Bay Ravens, and I got the Ravens winning.
I mean, Green Bay Ravens not gonna happen.
It's not
gonna happen.
Why are you talking shit?
It's not you.
It hurt me.
No, it's not you, people. It's because of the majority.
We're talking. You ain't the only one that picked Green Bay Ravens.
I had, You're the third person out of us to pick that.
That's not, I don't even know what I'm thinking. Lamar getting out of the
right, he ain't that nigga. He gonna get a cramp in the third quarter and it's gonna be over with.
His coach gonna choke the game away. Like it's like, Lou, you talking about Atlanta? The Ravens are a rich man's version of Atlanta.
Oh man!
And real quick, and then we'll move on. I think it got to be the year for either Lamar or Josh Allen.
Joe Burrow in there too, kid.
Joe Burrow's already been there. I saw you had Josh Allen. You had the Bills going to the Super Bowl, so I think this is the year for one of them. I just went with the brother over the weather, and that was it.
Ken, that's not what I want, but that's just what I believe. I believe I believe they're gonna try to make it to where, in like Nick said, that schedule is crazy. I just believe they're gonna make it to where it's his year.
You couldn't believe that because you thought it was ChatGPT that made that up. Boy.
I did. I think it was.
Someone said, "Give me the easiest schedule in NFL history."
I think if Lamar is who we think he is, then this is his Super Bowl year.
They played the Panthers
Okay,
4 times.
Lou, let me ask you this question. I wanted you to answer this too, FIFO. If Lamar does not win a Super Bowl this year, do you look at him differently after this?
No.
Not yet, because John Harbaugh is still his coach.
Okay.
No,
So
because
he get a new coach.
and for me, he's still in his prime, so that's the reason why I'm not looking at him different. His window's still there.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fair.
We